Now let's take a look at Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Now I took the look at the first one last year, and I had fun with it. I thought it was a funny live action Scooby-Doo movie. And I really enjoyed this movie when I was like a kid on Netflix. Um, and now watching this movie at 16 at the 20th anniversary, though a few months late at the 20th anniversary of this movie. What are my thoughts? So in this movie, the Mystery Incorporated are discovered that that someone is making the ghost costumes into actual real ghost monsters to destroy the Mystery Incorporated and take over the entire world of Coolsville. And they must find a way to stop the evil mask figure. And Shaggy and Scooby want to prove themselves that they can be real heroes after feeling that they don't have enough attention compared to Freddy, Daphne, and Velma. And also, Velma fell into a relationship with Patrick, played by Seth Green, and she kind of thinks he might be the evil man's figure. Um, and I don't know. I know this movie doesn't have the best reception, but I don't care because I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It's actually extremely hilarious. Mainly comes from Matthew Lillard and Scooby-Doo. They have great chemistry and are very fun to watch, especially at the refrigerator scene where they trying to find or they after Scooby turns into a monster after drinking I guess like a yellow like lab liquid. They kind of try to find a way to get turn him back to normal, but then Shaggy turns into a female with his normal male head, which sometimes it looks kind of a little uncanny, but much better than whatever that was in the Sandy Cheeks movie with the flashback with the bad guy. Um, and also Scooby turned to Tasmanian Devil, and of course, Shaggy Gain jacked. That made me laugh so hard. And Shaggy turns into a buff, uh, to a giant beast, and Scooby Doo into a smart professor that transformed them back. That was a very funny scene, probably my favorite scene in the movie. And the same goes with a lot of this with the scenes where they chase or fight the ghost monsters. They're fun and they quite and greatly represent what it was like in the cartoons, where there's the original anime show or the Mystery Incorporated anime show, which also has Matthew Lillard in it. And they're fun to watch. They're goofy, they're funny, and very entertaining, and also kind of action packed too, especially when uh, Daphne Blake, who is played by Sarah Michelle Gellar of Buffy, is fighting the Black Knight Ghost and teaming up with Fred to defeat both the Hundred Flyer Ghost and the Black Knight Ghost. Uh, that was they. Daphne can really kick butt, especially after the first one where she defeated Lucha Libre. Uh, in that first movie. I also thought the idea of having the ghosts be actual monsters is a clever idea because having only the main villain be the only human character is a good idea, and having them just guys in costume and their masks taken off would be a little bit too much too much twist. And having just one or two or three technically, yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. And like when they do the "We're the great detectives," that also got a laugh out of me as well. And there were some kind of weird scenes, like when Velma turns like like tur- transform into a bombshell to get along with Patrick was kind of an interesting scene. I don't know how the writers, including James Gunn, came up with it, but that was something. Didn't think it needed to be in the movie, but yeah, whatever. As well as the dance scene with this guy Shaggy and Scooby trying to go to the Flash Ghost bar to find a clue and to find Old Whiskers, who was like the original Black Knight Ghost, and it serves as a big plot point where they try to find him to get some answers. And that dance scene was fun as well. But and now to probably end this review, no way. I thought the monsters were actually much better designed than Scooby, because Scooby CG looks a little uncanny. Well, meanwhile, the monsters, even the ones that are clearly CG'd, and maybe zombies kind of makeup effect, or maybe it feels like he's makeup. They actually look pretty decent, much better looking than Scooby, specifically the Black Knight Ghost, and Captain Kessler's Ghost. Uh, I thought they looked really decent. But let's get to probably my least favorite part of the movie, is the twist behind who the real villain is. Which is spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. Spoilers. Basically, the reveal is that the evil mask figure is two people. Heather Jesper Howe, who's like the reporter played by Alicia Silverstone, but for real, is actually uh, Dr. Jacob Jacobio, the original Faradaka ghost, who's also a ghost that transforms into a real ghost monster throughout this film that shows up to attack them. And also that Ned was a co-assistant behind all this. I was kind of feel weird by this twist. For one, kind of doesn't make sense. Even though they kind of were trying to explain it, it doesn't make sense. Because for one, Ned barely had no point in the movie, other side of just being a camera operator for Heather's news reports, and that's it. He had no lines, I think, before the twist happened, so that felt strange. And also, it does feel weird that in between the evil mask figures, sometimes Heather and sometimes Ned, when they sometimes either put on the costume whenever Heather needs to be in the spotlight, that felt weird to go that in reverse. And also, why does Jacob still wear the Heather mask underneath the evil mask finger mask? You don't need your Heather mask while you're putting on the evil mask figure mask. That feels a little repetitive and does not necessary. And also, it really their defeat ends with this quite disturbing innuendo joke when they get arrested. And one final confusion that during the credits there's a scene where Heather and Ned are dancing, and this happens right after they celebrate their victory of defeating all the monsters and the evil mask figure. And I don't know if that was like a celebration of the cast of Scooby-Doo 2, or was that actually canon to this film? But it feels weird to have them have a dance party at them when they both got arrested and that Heifer's a different person. I don't know what's going on with that scene, though. That scene was fun as well, but yeah, the twist in this kind of decreased the film a little bit, kind of killed it for a bit. But overall, the film Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed is hilarious, is fun, and does capture the element of the cartoon, or style of the cartoon to be exact. So what do you guys think of Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed?